Hi all, it's just me. Thought I'd go over a few things in Sweet Caroline so that we all learn it the same way, and when we get back together we're all playing it the same way and not having to unlearn it or all be playing it differently. So a few things. Firstly, the key. It's a fairly, might be a difficult key for some people to sing. It's not the original key, but I went through all the other keys you could do it in and they're all horrible to play on the ukulele, so this is by far the best one. And it's a non-standard arrangement because the original song has a strange long beginning. Which is can't really do that on the ukulele, so that's all been left out. That bit also occurs in the middle of the song and it's been left out again, so it's not the original arrangement, but it's a nice arrangement. The strumming is very staccato, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. It really just thumps along, and that's how the song goes, and that enables us to make it sound more like the original by playing that same style. If you want to stop the strings ringing, so if you don't stop them ringing, it'll be, so there'll be your 8. But if you want to try and stop the strings, what I do is I strum across and then I use the palm of my hand to stop the strings, so it'd be, and it's just something you get used to doing. It's hard to explain really, and people probably use different ways of muting the strings, but it's getting a feel for the song and how it should sound, and that's all a part of the fun of it. So that's the strum pattern. The other thing I wanted to go through was the intro, because the chords change quite quickly. It's one strum each of G, F, E minor, D minor, and then the song starts on the C. Each strum is 2 beats. So the length is 2 beats. One strum, 2 beats length. So after a count of 4, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Where it began. So it's like that. So again, so G, F, E minor, D minor, then the C. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where it began. So there we go. And that little sequence appears a couple of other times in the song, or 3 more times I think. And every time it's done the same way with just single strums. The other tricky bit is in the end of the line, reaching out, touching me, touching you. The U is effectively sort of held for 8 beats, but on the 7th beat it drops to the F and back up to the G. Okay, so it's, excuse the singing, it's reaching out, touching me, touching you, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Sweet Caroline. Okay, so it's touching me, touching you, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Sweet Caroline. Okay, so it's quite tricky just to drop on the F and back to the G. 1 beat on the F and back to the last of the 8 beats back on that G, and then you're straight onto the C and straight onto the singing. So if we can get all that right, that'd be great, because otherwise people will be doing that F in all different places and it'll sound daft and be really tricky to fix. So one more time. Reaching out, touching me, touching you, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sweet Caroline, etc. I think that's it. So right at the end it was the same rundown as the very beginning of the song. And we're just going to slow right down and do a final C at the end. So we're right at the bottom of the sheet. I've been inclined to believe they never would. No, 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 no. And we'll just end on that C. And I think that is it. So great. So watch the other video of actually Anne and myself playing it. We did count the stakes to get it almost right, because it is quite a difficult song despite the fact that the chords aren't too difficult. Enjoy. Bye and take care.